Is it broken? Good morning everybody and welcome to Two Wheel Quest. Discover the world with me. We're coming to Smoo Caves. Smoo Cave, that's a viewpoint. Says how the Smoo Cave was formed. It's formed over many thousands of years ago by erosion from the river and the sea, because the soil or the rock is very soft. It's a kind of limestone, and so the sea gradually started eroding it. This is what the cave looks like now. There are stories here about people being murdered and buried here because they believe that the devil resided in the cave. From where it is, if I came down here from where the bike is parked, but I have to go down further into that, down below to take a look at the caves. But today the caves are closed, so there's no visiting. It's not possible. So I'm afraid I can't take you into the caves, but you do know that you've got the largest cave system in Britain right here, Smoo Caves. Oh, it's quite a walk. I don't want to go down there with I still have my helmet on and my jacket and boots. It's quite a job. See, these people are struggling to come back up. Oh, look at that stunning landscape. I thought I wouldn't make any more videos, thinking that I'll concentrate on my riding, and then I just stopped and then I turn around and next thing I see is this, and I say, how can I not do this? I'm going to start putting these stickers on as and when I pass through different places. So I've now got the United Kingdom and I've got Scotland. Of course, Scotland is not a country in itself, but still. Must be very lonely here all by themselves. It's not a guest house, it's a private house. I don't think anybody can come here and not smile. I think this is probably the best place for couples who are fighting to make up. They just come here and everybody will feel happy and go back and resolve their problems. Oh man. Oops, there's a sheep on the road. Uh-oh, is that a dog? Oh no, it's a sheep. Looks like my phone fell off the bike. I hope it's not broken. Did you find it? Let me go stop at this parking place. It was tethered to my cable, or I forgot maybe. And I left this thing open. These are kind of stupid things that make life on the road much more interesting. Is it broken? Fortunately, nothing's run over it, but I think it's broken, the glass. I have to see how I can fix it. Just stopped here on our way to Loch Inver. We took the long route. Oh, and it is really worth it. It's terribly windy. I hope the wind noise doesn't cut too much into this. I'm really worried whether my bike would fly off. It's at a precarious angle. It's not slanting well, but it's really beautiful. Very narrow roads, much narrower than what I've come so far. And single carriageways, meaning single vehicle road, so you have to be very careful. This 25 miles up to a place called Loch Inver is going to take me at least more than an hour, because it's very slow going. But I'm so happy I came on this. My phone is okay. It survived, not intact, but it survived. So it'll live to tell another story. Just have to change the screen. These things happen, but I have to be a bit more careful. Have to plug this one in. Yep. There's a mistake I made. I didn't secure it properly when I took the camera out the last time. Let me get my gloves on. Okay, time to go. I'll show you how narrow these roads are. Extremely narrow, but the good news is there's just no traffic at all. We must have passed about 2 vehicles in the last 10 or 15 miles. I've still got another 17 miles to go. Maybe not 10, I must have come about 8 miles. Very untouched kind of landscape. Blind climbs. When it climbs up, it's a totally blind one, and you never know what's coming from the other side. You have to be very careful, especially if you're alone on this, because if for some reason you have a fall, then you're on your own. Completely isolated beach, not a soul anywhere in sight. This looks like the typical Scottish village in the Highlands. A few houses scattered here and there. We passed through a couple of them, and then most of them have got about a couple of hundred people, probably, or less. These roads are really dangerous. This road is particularly bad. It's very narrow, and I passed a couple of cars now, so if you don't know they're coming, then you have to be very careful. You just can't see a thing on the other side. And the summit is completely blind, so when you come right up, you can't see anything at all. So you come right up, and then you can see what's happening down below, if there's any cars or anything else. sometimes I think there's a risk of sheep or small piglets. I saw some boards saying watch out for them. So you could run into one of those things as well. And if you fall down here somewhere, there'll be nobody to pick you up or help you get back. You're completely on your own. There's gravel on the road, so you're turning or going uphill, and some of them the uphill is vertical almost. And when you're going uphill or downhill and there's a turn and there's gravel on the road, you better be careful. Now it's opened up a bit. How on earth do they bring this machinery here? I don't understand. Must have brought in a helicopter and dropped it down.